are we doing?
I don't know. 3, 2, 1, go. So again, 3 men and a Viv. I like that. 3 men and a Viv. Viv, no more. She has popped her real ale can, and now she's on to a second one. And so, Viv, over to you. What are we going to try now?
So we're going to try the London Beer Factory Jungle Trip. Now this looks really funky. I love it. Again, you can tell I've checked into my personality here when I was going around Tesco's going, well, that looks nice.
So for me, sorry, Viv, I'm just going to put it in. As Sean will know, I do like my paisley. And this is a little bit paisley. I kind of fancy a shirt made out of this.
Really?
Yeah, it does look pretty funky.
I think a shirt would be quite cool out of that.
Yeah.
So it does say it's progressive and independent, and it's being crafted in southeast London, apparently. So
However, I'm just trying to work out where in southeast London the hop field might be.
In the
on the roof of one of them buildings.
Probably on the roof.
It's on the roof. They do one of those.
In the pavy streets of Gillingham, mate. That's
what it is.
It's a green roof concept.
I was thinking on the rooftop of London Bridge, but
next to the skunk and the sticky black. That's where it is, mate.
Is that where it is?
Have we poured it yet? Viv, we opened it yet?
No, I haven't opened mine yet.
Can I just
I'll tell
say
you,
again,
open it.
the smell smells quite similar to the other one.
That smells good. You need to see the colour. Look at that.
Do you know what, though? With this can, I was expecting a dark beer.
Yeah,
it's
you're
not,
right.
is it?
It's deceptive.
I was expecting.
No, I wasn't.
Were you not?
I wasn't. Sorry, no. I saw it was. I'm surprised it's that cloudy.
Yeah.
But it just said a New England Pale Ale, and I thought it was going. I thought this. I was worried it was going to be more with a gassier one, almost like a bit lagery. And I thought, I'm not sure, but that is a colour.
I can smell the grapefruit.
That looks like you've melted butter and you've added a little bit of lemonade.
I think that's your
exactly
like. Mine looks a lot colourful than yours.
It reminds me of the Harry Potter stuff.
The butterbeer, absolutely, John.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh,
it looks like butterbeer.
That's a bit more tangy. This one, it's a bit more tangy than the other one.
Oh,
well, that's deceptive, isn't it? Cool.
That is.
Oh, that's quite sharp.
It's got a little bit of metallic, but in a good metallic.
You're right. It's a bit more tangy. It's not as sweet. This one. It's not as sweet.
So you know when we had the Hog's Back one last week or the week before, whenever it was, and we were talking about citrus and grapefruit, and I said I couldn't take grapefruit. This one you can.
Yeah, you definitely can.
The grapefruit is there.
It sort of dries your palate, doesn't it?
Yeah. Makes you go. Oh. Yeah, it does. Dries your palate. What you know?
I'm an expert now. Fake it till you make it.
That's like blotting paper.
I feel it's a bit gacky. Sorry.
This one is. It is quite bitter, I would say.
Yeah, because it is that grapefruit thing.
You like the grapefruit lemon sort of taste.
It always catches you there, though, Sean, doesn't it?
It's not.
I need to work on that, lads.
This one, I don't think I could down a lot of these ones.
Exactly what I was about to say. If I compared the two, and obviously we do these in the session, so I compare the two. The other one, easy, you could drink it like it was Ribena, orange squash, whatever your juice of choice is. This one, I find it, as soon as I taste it, it sits here.
No, so do you know what? It's like a sour sweet. You eat it, you go, oh, blimey, mouth's dry. I need something to drink. Yeah. Bingo. Yeah. Back we go again.
My mouth is dry.
Do you know
and then we go again.
It is like those sour sweets. If you have one of those Haribo sours and it does that twing-a-ling-a-linger on your tongue, that's what that does. You can feel the metally around your tongue, can't you?
Bingo. Here we go again.
I need something to moisten it up.
That made me laugh.
I thought we did the carry on last week.
Sorry, I'm just carrying on.
I'm not giving it justice enough. If I was going for grapefruit and citrus, I'd go for this. But I feel like I need something to, I don't know, like it's quench my thirst almost. It's making me, dry.
If I'd spent a long hard day on the river punting my punt up and down the river, and I finished that, and I'm going to sit with my
That's just a
boater
Monday,
on.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for you, Colin, isn't it?
The normal day
And on
in the
Friday, you're
country.
drinking.
And if it was at that point, I was going to sit there on the bank, my little boater slightly askew. I'd go, yes,
Tommy
I'm
Steele.
going to enjoy that.
Yeah.
I'm going to enjoy that. Yeah, that's going to be just spot on.
I love
I
it.
really like that a lot.
I do love it. It's nice.
What I do like, I said this, and we'll come on to it, but the smell is incredible.
It smells lovely.
It talks about being fruity, and it delivers in the smell. It talks about, and this is what I like when I read the can here. It says, all supported by sweet, beaming yellow malt.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, that does deliver. That is
it does.
a yellow malt, not a golden. It's a hazy yellow, and I love that. That colour is unique. But when I taste it, for me personally, and we talked about the vocation before, Vivian, I think you've got a valid point. Like we had that before.
But why go for this can design? Why go for a dark can design for a beer that's grapefruity, quite powerful in your mouth? Because it does give you a bit of a smack. It does. But the can design,
I wonder what the other cans
sense.
are like, though, John.
You know, you've got it.
No, but I do wonder what their other cans are like. Whether that's the theme, and that's something we should look into.
I think a lot of theirs are black. Yeah.
But you're right. If you look at the two, right, we've had this one already.
Right.
We know this is fruity. This screams summer fruit, right? Doesn't it? It talks about the hop, skip, jump. Okay, that's quite clever and cool in the way they've done it. But the colours scream summer.
Youthful, isn't it?
Like, remember when we had the New World stout? It looks like that.
But if I was going to pick this off the shelf, I would go looking for a dark beer. Chances I'd go for a dark can.
But the other thing, though, is that sometimes when I'm going with like what you're saying, John. If I saw that can, that is my archetypical winter beer. I walk out with the dogs across the fields, bit of frost, bit of crunchiness. Come home, I go, yes, I'm going to grab myself a jungle trip.
And you go, what?
And it's only 9 o'clock in the morning.
So the other one, you could kind of say, it kind of smells of summer, and this reminds me of Mediterranean because it's so grapefruity, and it's still making my mouth dry. It's
like a gin almost, the way it sort of makes your mouth dry.
Viv, that's a good point. It is like
it is
a little bit ginny.
Slows.
Yeah.
It's got a slow
it's almost
dryness.
Like this one. You know, the other one's like you're on the beach having a party, where this one's like you're looking into the eyes of the panther, you know?
The eyes of the panther.
Looking into
You're in
the
the
eyes of the
jungle,
panther.
but
Whilst Colin's
punting it.
I'm punting his punt, and John's fixing the IT, turning it on and off again.
All before 10 o'clock in the morning.
Quickly.
Anyway, shall we do some scores? Colin, shall we do some scores? Come on.
Yeah, we need to do some scores. Sorry. I was actually just sitting back and I was letting you guys get on it because I really enjoy that one. Yeah. I'm really enjoying that beer.
Can I go straight in?
Go on, John.
Hit us up.
So I'm going to give it a 6. Pet hate. I'm just confused. It could well be the brand is dark and there's colours on it. And that's cool, but it doesn't match the beer.
I've also given it a 6 because I think it's a bit confusing, but also it is a stick-on. And
what?
We know.
Have you what?
Have you killed it?
Okay, so maybe I'm defending them, but are they doing that on purpose so that you can remember? Oh, you don't want to keep a can in the house that smells of beer, but you can take the label and stick it so you can remember. That's quite a clever way. What was that beer I had that night? Oh,
I'll tell you what.
It's on my forehead.
You start that craze, Sean, and we'll see what your wife says.
No, actually, do you know what? I think Sean might be onto some here because when we get the school wall up, we've already got something to stick on it.
Yeah.
I did give it a 7 originally. I gave it a 7, and I've got it written down here as a 7 because actually I think that's quite funky. I think it's quite cool. It would attract me. I would go and see what's that about. However, now I can peel it off. I am dropping that to a 6.
Oh, I'm going to give it a 7. Ooh. It's not an 8 is the vocation. The reason I'm giving it a 7 is because I think, like, I guess from a youthful perspective, I think it's like quite Instagrammable. Like, I just love the colours.
Is that a word?
Wait a minute. How does that work?
Instagrammable.
Hold on a minute, Vivian. I thought
Thank God we're on Instagram, eh?
I was quite hip, and you said Instagrammable. Is that a word?
Well, it is now.
It is with the U.
I just think, although I'm not to be sexist, but I do think it's quite here you go. It's dangerous. Feminine.
Quite feminine.
It's what? It's quite feminine.
Feminine. I can't say it anymore. It's girly. It's girly. It's a bit ravey. It's a bit ravey. Like go down to the festivals, get a shirt made, rave. Let's go and get some London Beer Factory.
They don't call him Colin Rave for nothing, do they?
Got a bit of danger in there. What are we going to say about danger then? Who wants to start with danger?
No, we miss colour.
Oh, colour. Do you know what? I got so hung up on the design, I forgot about colour. Colour, I'll start. That's a 9. I really like it. To me, see, I know what you're saying about the can, John, but when you open it up and look at it, it's a rich colour. It's an opulent colour. It's a strong colour. It looks something different. And I just go, do you know what? Actually, the tastes are associated to me with those colours. It fits. It all sort of fits. So that's why I've given it a 9. I know it's not your traditional ale colour, but as we said, it's that yellow hopped.
I don't even think this is in a category of an ale, though, Colin. I think this is this is a craft beer.
It's a proper,
it's a craft beer. It's not an ale. I've gone with an 8, and the reason I've gone with an 8. I agree. I think that yellow element to it is unbelievable. I look at it. We get always a bit nervous about a hazy one, but that is yellow. It's a yellow kind of strong.
9. I'm actually going to match that. I think it is a 9 for the look of it. But
danger. I've gone in because I'm kind of not sure. There's a part of me that goes, I reckon if I sat down and I don't know, I can't put myself where I'd be drinking it. It might be like after a barbecue, when the sun's gone down, I'm sat around the fire pit, I'm like enjoying it, just chewing the fat. But then is it dangerous? No, because I'm going to have maybe a couple.
I think it's by the swimming pool, Cole.
Yeah, it might be by the pool.
I think it's on the sun lounger by the swimming pool. I don't want a cocktail. I'll have one of these. I reckon it's that.
So
for me,
I've gone danger an 8.
An 8.
I'm on holiday.
8.
I'm in the Bahamas. I've just
You're well paid.
What have you gone, Cole?
I went an 8.
8.
I have actually put down 6. 6?
Why?
You heathen.
What, because you only have one of them?
No.
He's just not into grapefruit, are you?
I think you've nailed it. I think it's gacky in my mouth.
It's a grapefruit, yeah.
It's a
taste. I've gone. It's really difficult. I found this one really difficult, and there's somebody who wants to give it a 9 because I really like the taste. Is that whole the way it slides from my mouth, it sort of settles, pings down, and then afterwards my tongue is alive with it. It really is. It's like that whole it's metallic-y on my tongue, and I'm just going. I really like it a lot, and I'm not quite sure where it is, whether it's good enough for a 9 or a little bit more than a 9.
So I've settled for an 8 on this one.
And I've gone with an 8. That's why I put down 8.
Because I couldn't work out where to land.
Yeah, that's what I've done. I've just gone an 8. I couldn't work out where to land on it.
Yeah.
I've gone 8. But I like it a lot.
I do.
I've gone with a 6, and I think I've already explained it, so I'm not going to bore everyone anymore.
I'm going to give it a 7.5, mainly because I'm with Colin. It takes you on a journey.
Take it back. So my average now, I've got an average of 7.5. That's what I've got. So we got 7.5 from Cole.
I've got 7.5.
I've got 6.5. 6.5 from me.
I've got 8.25.
Whoa! Wow!
Whoa! 7.25 overall score. I think that's a good one. It's a real grapefruit, effervescent, lots of taste, cloudy, colour. Love it. You might not love it, but one thing I think you need to do is try it. And once you've tried it, down there in the comments, put down what you think about it, because this is one of those beers that's going to divide opinions.
Definitely.
And I like
Yummy. Yum, yummy. Yummy. Yum, yum,